This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by TidalHealth Home Care.
Well, when you ask most people where they want to age, they say one place, home. Home lets them stay independent, feel comfortable, and remain part of their community.
It's something that the staff at TidalHealth Home Care strongly believes in, so much so that they built careers around it. This past November was National Home Care Month. DelmarvaLife's James McDonald visited TidalHealth Home Care in Salisbury to learn what home care means to their team and the people they serve.
We touch people at a different level. I worked in a hospital also for many years, and you don't get to know people like you get to know people when you're on their turf, so to speak. You know, you're in their home.
I love home care because it's a diversity of people and areas. I go from one end of the world to the other end of the world, and I enable them to feel better about themselves, to get physically better, encourage them along the way. I just love it.
I love home care because I think it's a really unique and awesome thing to see a patient in their own environment. You really get to see their whole person and treat them as a human and what's important to them in a very holistic and meaningful way, where in a clinic or a hospital you sometimes are unable to do.
Home care to me means, you know, the patients are allowing us to come into their home, which is a very trusting thing for them to do. So we do our best to be as compassionate as possible, to be as understanding, to try to help them to get them back on their feet.
What I love most about it is that we all come together as a collaborative team. So when we celebrate our successes, we celebrate together all the disciplines that we're doing the best for our patients that we can.
I like home care, just seeing patients, meeting patients at their home, which is more safe and comfortable for them.
The patients are storytellers. They have more stories in them than you can ever have time to even listen to. You've got people that have children, grandchildren. You've got men that have been in the service. They can tell you about their service days. They're storytellers.
The most thing that has struck me over the years is how grateful people are. You would think what seems like the smallest of things to me or to you, to them is so huge, just the gratitude, how thankful they've all been, sometimes just for showing up.
A lot of patients, they'll give a lot of praise for like the whole team. They'll call in saying how wonderful, clinicians are that have been out to their home. Sometimes, funny stories of when clinicians are out there that the patients, kind of share with them. So it's a really tight-knit atmosphere.
It doesn't matter if you're having a bad day, having a good day, we're there for you. We can meet you where you are in your home.
My patients all get a hug, always. And a lot of them look at me and say, that's what I needed.
Home Care Month means to me particularly celebrating what we do, our mission, and the importance of keeping people in home, aging in place, keeping them safe and happy out of the hospital, and keeping them where they want to be as long as possible.
It's a great opportunity to share people what we do and how we help the people and bringing back them to the community, and independent in their own home.
We do the right thing all the time, no matter what. Someone told me a long time ago that integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is looking. And I take great pride that we do that. From a regulatory standpoint, from a quality standpoint, taking good care of patients, super important to us to do the right thing no matter what. It doesn't matter the consequences. What matters is the patient and doing the right thing.
We care. We care. We love, we care, and we respect.
So we have a great team, and I'm thankful for everybody and thankful for what we do and our patients.
The TidalHealth Home Care team says that education drives their work. They help patients and families understand what's happening with their health, including conditions like congestive heart failure and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Steve, I have to tell you that my dad passed away of Alzheimer's, and we were able to keep him home. And I think that makes all the difference in the world. And it's nice that caregivers can come out to the home because that's where he felt the most safe.
Right, right. I think almost all of us would take that over any other option. And I was reading somewhere, there's an old saying that says you can judge a community based on how well they take care of the elderly folks.
I love that.
And that just gives a different direction where you can actually stay at home and you're not going to have to be somewhere in an environment where you're not comfortable.
That's right. And it gives people another option because I don't know that that was always the case.
Right.
Yeah, so that's
right.
lovely.